it's me. If I look like I'm not looking at the camera, I don't know, the camera's there, but then like you stare at yourself when you talk, you know, because you want a face to look at. So like, maybe that's better? I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, I am getting a load of potatoes because, of course, I'm getting potatoes. I'm in Idaho. Like, what else would you get in Idaho, right? So, anyway, so I'm getting a load of potatoes, and I'm just taking them local. I'm just bringing them back over in the Idaho Falls. I'm in Rexburg, Idaho, which is like 20 minutes, 30 minutes outside Idaho Falls. I'm literally making like $50 today. To do this one run. I grabbed a pallet of onions in Idaho Falls, and then with that pallet of onions, then came here to get the rest of my load of potatoes, basically. So figured now is a good time as any to show you the well, how would you say it in Spanish? Casa de la Manslayer? I don't know. So anyway, I'll give you a quick walk around the truck. It's trashed. I mean, I live in the thing, you know, for most of the week, every week. And even on a Saturday when I'm supposed to be home with my family, it's like, oh, we really need you to come get this load of potatoes and just bring it back down here. Okay. So that's what I did. And one thing that TCR will notice is this truck is pretty much identical to the one he drove, except mine's got options and is nice. And his, the one he drove out there was a kind of a base model, you know, just lots of plastic and of the like. So, and also it was a 10-speed. This one's a 13-speed, and we'll go over why that's different. But yeah, so in other words, the Boss Garage. All right, here we go. All right, my entourage. So we're here at the steering wheel. We'll look at the outside here in a minute. But yeah, I can instantly tell just from the steering wheel where the heater controls are. It was the same truck TCR was in. And of course, like door handle, the speaker grill, the mirror mounts at the bottom of the door. It was pretty obvious. So anyways, I'm glad that TCR got to check that out. What you might not know is Daimler-Benz owns Freightliner. So if you look at that symbol, notice how that's like a big oval, yet the horn button's a big circle. Maybe because a 3-pointed star sits there in Europe? Yeah, that's exactly why. So, you know, it's just the way things are these days. Calm down. So we're at the dock. You see the red light flashing. That means don't pull your truck away or you'll kill somebody. Come around here. We've got front drive axle temperature, rear drive axle temperature, oil temperature, water temperature, tachometer, fuel level, def level, speed, oil pressure, primary air, secondary air, and transmission temperature. And over here we've got application air pressure, so that's how hard you're pressing on the brakes, boost gauge, and I wish it ran 80 psi. It runs more like 30. And this is your suspension load gauge, and if you can tell we're over 60, that means we definitely got a little weight on us. And actually that's why we're moving around and wiggling around, is the forklift's running in and out of the trailer. And of course we got our tablet for our you know, stuff for being legal. You've got your, this locks the transfer case, so you know, puts it in the 4-wheel drive basically. You know, the rear tires of a truck, only the front axle is driven, and when you lock this, there's a transfer case between them that engages both rear axles basically of the truck. So that's what this does. Fifth wheel slide, you can slide the fifth wheel on the frame, which I don't ever advise really doing. I mean, I've never been in a position where I need to slide it. You slide the rear axles all the time. You slide those, you know, this way or that way. to adjust the fulcrum and pivot on the truck, how much weight you're putting on the truck's rear drive axles. But other than that, I've never seen the need to side a fifth wheel. So anyways, and then right here you have your airbag drop, so you could drop the rear airbags of the truck. So when you're hooking up the trailers, if the trailer is low or high or, you know, whatever, you can move the rear of the truck up or down about 3 inches, 4 inches. Might even be more, it might even be like 6, to bring that fifth wheel down to hook a lower trailer. And a lot of times you want to drop trailers low. You actually want to drop your bags and then crank the landing gear down the trailer, and then, well, you want to lower the landing gear about 1 inch from the ground, and then lower the bags and pull out, and that'll set it down on the ground. And that way the next guy that comes to hook it up, he'll drop his bags, he'll come under, you'll hook up, and then you can lift the trailer off the ground with the airbags. And that way you're not fighting the crank handle on the landing gear of the trailer, trying to, you know, raise or lower or whatever, you know, 40,000 pounds, 50,000 pounds. I don't know. Experience, you would know exactly what I'm talking about if you did it for a living, I guess. Of course, your normal plethora of gauges here: heated mirrors, dash stuff, hazards, trailer and parking brake, Jake brake power, regen, engine shut off, whatever switch. If the engine wants to shut itself off because it thinks it's going to explode, you can actually tell it to fuck off. Traction control for the menus, dome light, utility light, and these are optional switches that aren't hooked up to anything. I have no idea what this switch is. It's just there. I don't know. Anyways, oh yeah, there's a Johnny bar, you know, to just rip the trailer brakes. I was drifting the shit out of this thing earlier this week. It was pretty sweet. So anyways, we'll move to the back. Oh yeah, no, let's park here for a minute. Yeah, 13 speed. So when TCR drove his 10 speed, he had first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse over here. And then you would flip up, and then this first would become 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was what TCR was driving. This is a 13 speed, so the way it works is it works like a 4 speed. You have first, second, third, fourth, and you flip up 5, 6, 7, 8. And you got a low gear here in reverse, but you've got the thumb splitter. So if you see, if like you're in first gear, we'll say, right, you can't move this switch. Okay, that's as far as it'll go. But if you're in your high range and now first is fifth, now you can move that, right? And what that does is, this is first gear, then you flip up, then it's fifth gear, and then if you slide that, it turns into, I guess it would be 9th gear? I don't know, it's really confusing. But yeah, basically, once you're flipped up, you have 2 gears in each one of these that you can use the thumb splitter for. And then, so that gives you a total 12, 4 times 3. And then you got your low over here, which gives you 13 gears. So, if that could ever be more confusing, probably not. It's probably about as confusing as things can get. I don't know why the camera's not focusing. It's a hater. But, yeah. Into the back. Got a refrigerator, cabinet, bunk bed, my bed, cabinet. Actually, nice little pull-out drawer thing here. You can do like paperwork and stuff on. I put my laptop on it and play video games, but you know, whatever. To each his own. Another big hole and another cabinet. Let's get some light going in here. There we go. All right. Yep, so you can see, and it's got windows that open, big speakers up there, and man, this thing's got some bass. Let me tell you, the stereo in this truck's pretty sweet. But yeah, and here's your normal just array of whatever. You got your heater vents, and you know, light switches, and you can actually mute the stereo from here. This thing here, let's get some more light. That's the Detroit diesel optimized idle. And now basically, if the APU, the auxiliary power unit, if that's not working, which mine's not working currently,
you can have the truck's engine start and run and shut off all by itself. And that thermostat back there is like a thermostat in a house. You set whether you want heat or air conditioning, and then you set a temperature, and it'll run. And it'll run the truck's engine until that happens. It also maintains oil temperature and battery voltage. So just like an APU, except it uses the truck's actual engine instead of a little one-cylinder diesel engine strapped to the side, which it also has, but it's not working. So I want to get that fixed, though. I prefer to do that. It burns less fuel, and I get, you know, a fuel bonus. The less fuel I burn, the more money I make. So what did I miss? I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know. Oh, yeah. Got me old CB up there. Lots of overhead storage in this thing, actually. You got these pockets, right? But then up here you've got more pockets, and up here you've got these, and these are deep, like that's almost, I mean, it's only 6 inches to, yeah, so that's pretty deep. It's almost 2 feet. And there's another one up there. And you've got, of course, curtains you can block the front with, or you've got curtains that you can just block the center split off with. So either way, this thing is my baby. It's a pretty sweet truck. It's not perfect. There's some things going from a Kenworth to a Freightliner. Some things are just different. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it, because that'd be just, I mean, this video is already super boring, but it would be even more boring. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm still watching my red light blink. Once it turns green, we can go get weighed at the scale, come back over, grab a scale ticket, and our what's called a bill of lading, which basically is the documentation for the load. Without that, you're up shit creek. They give you about 4 or 5 copies whenever you leave. But anyways, yeah, we'll go get our paper. We'll go get weighed, get our paperwork, and get out of here. Oh yeah, one more cool thing. It's kind of a Freightliner thing. Volvos do it too. Is you've got a little pedal right there. See that? Push it with your foot. Watch the steering wheel. Whoop. And that is like so out of the way, so you can easily climb in and out. And then when you're done, you just push that, you bring it back. It's telescoping too, it comes in and out. But yeah, thought that was pretty cool. Especially if you're fat, you know, you can really move the wheel out of the way. I guess if you're old too, you can move the wheel out of the way. Yeah, I think that would work too. But either way, it's pretty convenient. That truck's really covered in snow. Jeez, wonder where he's been. Anyways, I got a green light. I'm out of here. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'll see you later.